जिस अंडे को तुम सुबह फ्राई करते हो वो सिर्फ एक नाश्ता नहीं है, बल्कि एक पूरी कहानी है जो अक्सर अनसुनी रह जाती है। क्या तुम उसकी कहानी जानते हो? क्या कभी सोचा है कि ये अंडा यहां तक कैसे पहुंचा? इट सिट्स देयर ऑन योर प्लेट, सो परफेक्ट, सो सिंपल। Its smooth shell hides a world you rarely see. We see it as food, a thing we buy from the market in a neat little carton. It seems ordinary, almost forgettable. But have you ever stopped to think about where it really comes from? Not the store, not the carton, but the life that created it. There's a living being behind every egg. Every egg holds a story, a silent tale of a life lived. It's a story of hope, struggle, and survival, all wrapped in a fragile shell. The reality is far from the peaceful farmyard image on the carton. The truth is hidden behind closed doors and metal walls. It's a story of confinement, pain, and a system that treats living beings as machines. Millions of hens live this reality every single day. This story begins not in a nest, but in a factory. Here, life is measured in numbers, not moments. Imagine if this egg could speak. It would tell you about its mother, a hen who's never felt the sun or the earth. Her world is made of wire and shadows. She lives in constant noise, unending light, and the press of metal bars. Her days and nights blur together in a cycle of monotony. Her natural instincts, nesting, stretching, dust bathing, are denied. She cannot run, cannot hide, cannot rest as she was meant to. This is the silent history packed into that smooth oval shell. Every crack, every curve, holds a memory of what was lost. So next time you hold an egg, pause. Let its weight remind you of the life behind it. Ask yourself, do I know its story? Am I willing to listen to what it has to say? The journey we're about to take isn't easy, but the truth is always worth knowing. Only by understanding can we choose to make a difference. Let's talk about the mother of this egg. Her story is rarely told, but it's one that deserves to be heard. Her home is a cage, a cramped wire box called a battery cage, shared with other hens. There's barely enough room for her to exist, let alone thrive. There's no space to walk or even turn around. Every day, she's pressed against her cage mates, unable to escape the constant crowding. Her feet stand on hard wire, causing pain and deformities. The metal digs into her skin, leaving her with sores that never heal. She can't stretch her wings, dust bathe, or perch. Natural behaviors are impossible in this environment. Her feathers become dirty and broken. Stress leads to fights and injuries. The constant friction and stress take a toll on her body and mind. In nature, a hen lays about 15 eggs a year. Here, she's forced to lay up to 300, her body pushed far beyond its limits. Her body weakens, her bones become brittle, and when she's no longer productive, her life ends. She is discarded, her short life spent in exhaustion. She's seen as an egg-laying machine, not a living creature. Her suffering is hidden behind closed doors, out of sight and out of mind. This is the hidden reality behind the eggs on our shelves. Each carton represents countless lives lived in confinement. This is the life of the mother. Her story is one of silent endurance, and it's time we see her for who she truly is. The story gets even more heartbreaking with the male chicks. In the egg industry, male chicks can't lay eggs and aren't suitable for meat. They're considered worthless byproducts. On their first day, they're separated from females and killed, a process called chick culling. Methods are brutal, grinding, gassing, or suffocation. Millions of male chicks are killed this way every year. A life ended simply because of its gender. For every hen in a cage, a brother was lost. For every egg, there's a story of a suffering mother and a lost son. This is the hidden secret of the egg industry. We buy eggs, unaware of the true cost in lives. Now let's return to your kitchen, to that egg sizzling in the pan. We think of eggs as pure nutrition, but what else is inside that shell? Hens live packed together in filth, a breeding ground for disease. To keep them alive, they're fed antibiotics and chemicals. Traces of these end up in the eggs we eat. This contributes to antibiotic resistance, a growing threat to human health. Food poisoning from contaminated eggs is real, and the long-term effects of consuming these residues are still unknown. The healthy breakfast may carry hidden costs for our well-being. The suffering of hens and risks to our health are two sides of the same coin. We need to know what we're truly putting into our bodies. Imagine a mother hen in nature, building a nest from twigs and leaves, carefully laying just a few precious eggs, and then patiently warming them with her body. She waits, attentive and gentle, as her chicks slowly hatch, and then she guides them through their first steps in the world, teaching them how to find food and stay safe. This is nature's way, full of care, instinct, and love. The bond between a mother hen and her chicks is strong and nurturing, a relationship built on protection and trust. But in factory farms, the hen is treated as a machine, and the egg becomes nothing more than a product on an assembly line. Eggs are taken away as soon as they're laid. There's no time for natural instincts or motherly care. The hen never sees her chicks. Her natural instincts are denied, leaving her confused and distressed. Her life is reduced to endless production, confined to a small cage with barely any room to move. We've turned a living, feeling creature into a tool for our convenience, ignoring her needs and emotions. The egg is not a gift from a happy hen, but a commodity produced under harsh conditions. It's a product of suffering, hidden behind the clean packaging in stores. We're not here to tell you what to eat or to judge your choices. Our goal is simply to share the truth, so you can make choices with open eyes and an open heart. Your choices should be informed and compassionate, reflecting your values and the impact you want to have. When you know the story behind your food, you hold the power to make a difference. You can support suffering or choose kinder, more ethical alternatives. टेस्ट के पीछे ट्रूथ छुपा है। क्या तुम उसे